The human body is a marvel of nature. It is a complex and intricate system made up of trillions of cells. These cells work together in harmony, carrying out the functions that keep us alive. But the human body is not a solitary island. It is a bustling ecosystem, home to a vast and diverse community of microorganisms. These microbes, mostly bacteria, outnumber our own cells. They reside on our skin, in our gut, and in every nook and cranny of our bodies. Most of these microscopic inhabitants are harmless or even beneficial. They help us digest food, synthesize vitamins, and even train our immune system. However, this peaceful coexistence can be disrupted. Our inner world is under constant threat from invaders. These invaders are microscopic pathogens, parasites, bacteria, and viruses. These pathogens are masters of survival and have evolved sophisticated mechanisms to infect, exploit, and multiply within their hosts. They can cause a wide range of illnesses, from mild discomfort to life-threatening diseases. The human body has developed a complex immune system to defend against these invaders. It is a constant battle, a microscopic war waged on the front lines of our cells. The outcome of this battle determines our health and well-being. Understanding our adversaries and the defenses we can mount is crucial for maintaining our health. This knowledge empowers us to take proactive steps to protect ourselves and future generations from the ever-present threat of infectious diseases. Parasites are organisms that live in or on another organism, known as the host. They benefit from this arrangement, often at the expense of the host. Parasites vary greatly in size and complexity. They range from single-celled protozoa to multicellular worms visible to the naked eye. There are three main types of parasites that infect humans: protozoa, helminths, and ectoparasites.
Protozoa are single-celled organisms that can multiply within their human hosts. They are typically spread through contaminated water or food. A well-known example is Plasmodium, the parasite responsible for malaria. Malaria is a serious and sometimes fatal disease characterized by fever, chills, and flu-like symptoms.
Helminths are parasitic worms that live in the human body. These worms can grow to considerable sizes within the intestines, blood vessels, or lymphatic system. Examples include tapeworms, roundworms, and flukes. Infection often occurs through the consumption of contaminated food or water. They can cause a range of health problems, including malnutrition, intestinal blockage, and organ damage.
Ectoparasites are parasites that live on the surface of the human body. They include insects like lice and scabies mites. These parasites survive by feeding on human blood and can cause intense itching and skin irritation. Ectoparasites are often spread through close personal contact or shared clothing and bedding.
Bacteria are single-celled organisms that are ubiquitous in the environment. They are incredibly diverse and adaptable, thriving in various habitats from the depths of the ocean to the human gut. While many bacteria are beneficial, some are pathogenic, meaning they can cause disease. These harmful bacteria produce toxins, invade tissues, and trigger inflammatory responses, leading to various illnesses.
One of the most notorious bacteria is Escherichia coli, commonly known as E. coli. While most strains are harmless and reside in our intestines, some can cause severe food poisoning. Symptoms include diarrhea, abdominal cramps, and vomiting.
Another example is Salmonella, a group of bacteria that commonly cause foodborne illness. Salmonella infections can lead to salmonellosis, characterized by diarrhea, fever, and abdominal cramps. These bacteria often contaminate food products, especially poultry and eggs, highlighting the importance of food safety practices.
Bacterial infections are a significant public health concern. They can range in severity from mild skin infections to life-threatening conditions like pneumonia and sepsis. Understanding the different types of bacteria, their modes of transmission, and the diseases they cause is crucial for effective prevention and treatment.
Viruses are the smallest of the infectious agents. They are unique in that they are not considered living organisms in the traditional sense.
Viruses lack the cellular machinery to replicate independently. Instead, they rely on the host cell's machinery to reproduce.
Viruses hijack the host cellular processes, effectively turning them into virus-producing factories. Viruses consist of genetic material, either DNA or RNA, enclosed within a protein coat. This simple structure belies their complex and often devastating effects on the human body.
Viruses infect cells by attaching to specific receptors on the cell surface. They then enter the cell and release their genetic material, which takes over the cell's functions.
The human immunodeficiency virus, or HIV, is a retrovirus that attacks the immune system. HIV weakens the body's ability to fight off infections and can lead to acquired immune deficiency syndrome, commonly known as AIDS. AIDS is a chronic, potentially life-threatening condition characterized by a severely weakened immune system.
Influenza viruses, commonly known as the flu, are responsible for seasonal epidemics of respiratory illness. These viruses spread through respiratory droplets released when infected individuals cough or sneeze.
The flu can cause a range of symptoms, including fever, cough, sore throat, muscle aches, and fatigue. The human body has a remarkable defense system that works tirelessly to protect us from the constant onslaught of pathogens. This complex network, known as the immune system, comprises specialized cells and organs that work together to identify, neutralize, and eliminate threats.
The immune system's response to invaders involves a complex interplay of cells and molecules. The first line of defense is the innate immune system, a non-specific response that acts as a barrier against all invaders.
This system includes physical barriers like the skin and mucous membranes, which prevent pathogens from entering the body. It also involves specialized cells like macrophages and neutrophils, which engulf and destroy pathogens through a process called phagocytosis.
The second line of defense is the adaptive immune system, a highly specific response that targets specific pathogens. This system involves specialized cells called lymphocytes, including T cells and B cells.
T cells directly attack and destroy infected cells, while B cells produce antibodies, specialized proteins that bind to and neutralize pathogens. The immune response is a complex and highly regulated process.
It involves a cascade of events, including inflammation, fever, and the production of antibodies. The immune system's ability to remember previous encounters with pathogens allows for a faster and more effective response upon subsequent exposures.
This immunological memory is the basis for vaccination.